From November 14th to 21st, we're inviting you to join us for a powerful trip to Ghana. This isn't just a vacation. This is a chance to walk through the same places where many of our people were captured, held, and shipped off into slavery. So don't wait. Secure your spot today. We're making history by walking through it. Will you be with us?
As Trump and his administration ramp up mass deportations, they're not doing anything conventional whatsoever. Now, you know that they're showing up to their court hearings. And what ended up happening on the U.S. side, they dismissed their case. And then the moment they dismiss their case, they're waiting outside for them to remove them from the country. If they would have stayed in the case, then they really couldn't have removed them with expedited removal. So this happened to a woman. I want you to see this video at the level that ICE is going to do mass deportations.
Not in the way.
Necessity. I'll be coming back. What's the number of
Estamos aquí, compa. Fuerza, ¿ok? Espérame. Sí, claro que sí.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're just gonna go in the bathroom. Cool. Here's the going inside.
Well, ICE is proving that it don't matter if you go to the bathroom. They will follow you to the bathroom stall to make sure they get you out of the United States of America. And a lot of people probably overseas that could be watching this channel, and you may say, well, what is going on in y'all country, man? Like, is it, you know, y'all lost your mind? Has Trump lost your mind? Well, listen, this is the thing. During the Biden administration, he let in record number of people into this country, record numbers. OK. And the bad thing he did for those people was to leave them in a legal limbo. He didn't make sure that they were good to stay here. He just got out of office. And then here come Trump. Trump was warning before he got in office that he was going to do mass deportations. So the Democrats, the Democrat Party, and Joe Biden in particular, did not protect these people. And so they're up to be deported. Now, when other countries may be criticizing, let me say something else about a lot of countries. Some of you are mad about a lot of Americans coming to your country legally, like with visas. We're talking about legally. And a lot of you are saying in some countries, well, they're raising the prices. Well, Americans can't raise the prices. That's your local people there trying to get more of the American dollar. So they're raising the price, and you're, suffering because of it. So it's the greed of the people in your country. But a lot of you are complaining. You say that these Americans need to go back to America because of the prices and all the things that's going on, right? Okay, that's how you feel, because that's how it's affecting you economically. A lot of Americans, and the reason why some people say they have voted for that is because all that has affected Americans economically as well. Now, the corporations, they benefit cheap labor. Hey, they save money. But the economics is this. All these people they brought in, they have to have a place to stay. We don't have unlimited amount of homes in America. They got to have some sort of car to drive, right? It's not an unlimited amount of cars in America. They come here to get jobs. It's not an unlimited amount of jobs in America. People have been reporting that they can't even make the money they used to make on Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, etc., because now the migrants are jumping on. All these migrants have jumped on there, and they're making pennies now than what they used to make prior to Joe Biden letting all these people flood into this country. So it has an economic ripple effect to American citizens. And I know how a lot of you are in other countries when foreigners, because you're quick to say that word foreigner, when foreigners come to your country and they start affecting you, you want them gone ASAP. And you don't be nice about saying it. So just as much as you would not like foreigners coming to your country and causing economic turmoil, taking resources away from the people of your country that your people fought and died for, or laws that y'all championed in your country, you would want a bunch of Americans coming there and just benefiting, and then at the same time turn around and call you lazy, right? Because let's say the Americans will take jobs that y'all won't work for a cheap amount of money. Y'all have a big problem about it. Y'all be protesting, having a fit, will want those Americans gone. Well, it's the same way here in America. It's a ripple effect with all those people here. All those men, military age males, all these men that came here to this country has affected the job market, especially with black men. Because all those construction jobs that you see all these immigrant men are on, that was all black men who were working those jobs, and white men. Probably more so black men, but definitely black and white men was working these jobs. You don't hardly see no white men, and definitely rarely see black men. My own son has told me on his job, it's only like about 2 or 3 brothers, and the rest is all immigrants. Years ago, before this happened, when I was definitely a lot younger, the jobs that I would work with people would be black and white. That's who would be on the jobs. Where I'm from. Now, they maybe have a few Hispanics here and there, but it was mostly black and white. Some jobs had maybe some more blacks on them. Then you have some, depends on where you at, maybe living more white people in some areas, but it was mostly black and white. And black and white people can't get certain jobs no more. Certain places, you can go certain places, it would be nothing but black people working there. Prime example, if I would go to Popeyes, it's guaranteed the whole crew black. Listen, I don't care about your stupid stereotypes. I'm talking about what I see and what I know. The crew will be black, right? Go to Popeyes now in the Houston area. You ain't seen a single black person there. It's all immigrants. McDonald's, all immigrants. So where are these black people working? Yeah, we're talking about the economic effect upon the pocketbook. And then all these people that come in here, they drive up rent prices because more people looking for rentals. They drive up prices with that. Gas prices is higher because more people are trying to get gas that you're bringing in here. Food prices higher. People not understanding the economic effect with all this unchecked immigration. That's why the price is so high too. If you take out all those people, even if you took out 75% of them, prices will have to start going down because it's not as much as the demand. You know the way the capitalism system works. Supply and demand. If you have more demand and not enough supply, prices go up. If you have more supply than demand, prices have to drop. It's just that simple. So what Trump is doing, even though it can look at times bad, is actually helping the local economies in those cities. They'll tell you, oh, we're helping the economy. You're helping corporations. You're not really helping the overall economy like talking about. Because the food, the light bill, the lights that you're pulling on, all those different things that you're pulling on. And then at the same time, you disrespect Americans. You'll tell Americans how lazy we are. How we don't want to work. And all of that, like you so much better or something. while you're swinging your foreign flag. And then when Trump say, okay, since you love that flag so much, let me go ahead on and send you back to the place that you love. And you fighting in the street with him, don't want to go back to the place that you love. I'm just saying that's not really computing too well. But other countries throughout the world would deport people, and they deport people every day. What Trump is doing is no different than any other country. The difference with the United States, what I have seen by traveling, okay, the difference I've seen is that the United States have way too many people trying to flood this country because other countries don't have this issue. Maybe some countries in Europe have had this issue, but not like here. And people feel like they're entitled to come here. They feel like they can break our laws here with no consequences. And if there's a consequence, they in the wrong. I'm talking about the federal government. They're in the wrong. That's some crazy work right there. No, you got to follow the law of the land just like anybody else. So if they're going to come and get you out the bathroom stall, they're going to come get you. If they're going to come get you at the Home Depot, wherever, they're going to come. It is what it is. That's a risk you decided to take. That's like somebody going to rob a bank. You know good and well what you're doing is wrong, and you can get caught. You can't cry and say, oh, look how they treat me when you robbed the bank. You know good and well that was wrong. That's a risk you took to go get that money. Coming over here illegally, that's a risk you took to come here. And you could get caught and sent back. Hopefully they send you back. And what I've been hearing, they've been putting them in ICE detention, and there's no telling when they say they got people in there talking about, please send me back to my country. And they don't even know when they're going back. So that's why I guess Trump's like, hey, if you self-deport, then it'd be better. So if I was in a situation like that, I sure wouldn't want to go sit no ICE detention. So I said, yeah, let me go ahead and deport myself, man. You know, maybe I'll try again after he leave office. But yeah, let me go back home. That'll be the best bet. Not to get caught up in that, just to go on back home. And I guess you can try it the right way after Trump get out of office. That was my best suggestion. But if you're gonna chance it, you know, y'all making videos. He is a father. He's a husband. What are you doing? He knew the risk. He knew it, and he felt that it was important enough for him to do it. So come on. Once again, any country in the world. Every country has immigration laws. The United States isn't the only country with immigration law. Countries all over this world deport people every day. They do. So what the United States is doing right now is not something I would say that's cruel or abnormal. It's just we have a crazy situation with our immigration issue here. And because it's been so out of line,